Hello, this is Oliver Stringer for Game Design, showing off project part 1 of Pong. I have the console down here and we're just going to play it for real quick. You can see I can move the two paddles individually. One is with the up and down arrows, one is with W and S keys. And the ball, as you see, moves faster with every hit. And down in the console, you can see that every time one player scores, shows who scored and what the current score is. And also, every time it goes off screen, it gets served back to the specific player who scored. And I score one more time, it'll say game over. Red player wins. So there's not much to look at here in Unity. I have a physics object, or physics material, to make it bouncy. I have an empty game object to hold a manager which controls the scoring. Other than that, the only probably notable setting is I created a custom input access called player 2 to handle the other paddle. And also I have two sort of non-rendered boxes here to be trigger objects. And going to the code, we'll start with the ball control, which has the speed that it starts at. And basically what I have here is I wrote this launch function that puts it in the middle of the screen, sets its speed to starting speed. And then what I have here is, in order to choose its direction, basically goes in one of four directions, either right or left and up and down. So I basically flip a coin here to check its X, to set its X direction. And for Y direction, if I'm not, or rather, yeah, for its X direction, if I'm not telling it where to go, which direction to go, like at the start, it doesn't matter, it's random. Otherwise, we flip a coin for it. And then you get component rigid body, velocity, give it the new vector 3. Here we have the on collision enter, which if it interacts with an object tagged as paddle, it increases speed. And update, we have if it goes too far to the left or right, it relaunches it. Over in paddle control, first off, you'll see we have a bool to determine which panel we're controlling, because it's the same script on both of them. We have their speed. Basically, this is really simple. If it's the right, we get the input for the right one. If it's the left, we get the input for the left one. And then as long as it stays within the bounds that we want it to, it moves it up and down. For the score control, this is the one that's on the score manager. And basically this one just has some variables to hold the score of each player and a string variable to hold the name of the player. And basically this is just to write to the console. This is all it does. It shows these scores to the console if the scored bool is ever set to true. And then we set that to true in the goal code, which is the code that is on both of the goal posts, that if they ever get triggered. So here we get the score manager object, we get the score control script, and if we ever are triggered, then we check whether we're the left or the right goalpost, and we reach into the score script. We tell it that to increase the score, we tell them which player scored, and we set score to true so that it'll send it to the console. And that's pretty much all there is at this point. Thank you.